Welcome to Rip It Up. Every now and then, we see a certain house that stops us in our scroll and makes us want to completely redesign our own homes. In this series, we're picking 6 iconic homes, some that recently went viral and some that have stood the test of time. We'll be discussing design elements, colour palettes, items we love, things we would change, and breaking down how to recreate the look on a more realistic budget. This is Unpacking Iconic Homes. Welcome back to the podcast. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Jen.
Last episode in this series, which has been really popular. Thanks for all your feedback and comments. And this was a requested one. We got a few requests for this, and I think someone commented on our Spotify or our YouTube channel requesting this one specifically. And it's Kendall Jenner's mountain home designed by Heidi Caillier. I can't pronounce that. Caillier?
Caillier? C-A-L-L-I, yeah. Caillier,
And I think this is going to be such an interesting one for us to do because we have largely agreed, and on this one we don't agree. I don't love it, and you do love it, and I think
I do. Yeah,
I think that's really funny because it should be my. It's like it's a lot of color, it's a lot of pattern. I feel like that's kind of generally more what I love, and I love the mountains, and I love skiing and ski resorts and anything to do with mountain design. And you have a much more kind of calm, sophisticated palette, but you do love it. So
I do love it. Do you know what? I will say I have a bit of a guilty pleasure in the Kardashians and the Kardashian Jenner clan. I think, like, I love watching the program. I just think it's so interesting to watch their ridiculous lifestyles and like their ridiculous houses, and they're constantly renovating something. And I love watching that. It's not like necessarily I love them or I follow them, but I think like Kendall of all of them is like such a cool girl. Like she's sporty, she's obviously gorgeous, but like I've always liked her houses compared to her sisters, which are flashy and marble, or like Kim's are real minimalist kind of temple ones. I think Kendall's are like, they always feel a bit like lived in, and she always talks about having parties and loves cocktails, and she has that tequila brand, and like I feel like they're really, all her houses feel like they're built around just getting people together, which I love.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I have never seen one episode of the Kardashians. I don't have any beef with them whatsoever. I just have never seen it. But I've seen loads of interviews with her, and I watched her Architectural Digest house tour, which is really worth watching. And anytime I see anything with her, I like her. Like she seems really cool, really sound, obviously quite, super intelligent, and like I'm totally with you on that. Every single time I look at her house, I'm like, you just had friends over this weekend. Like you designed this for your friends to come and have fun. And I love that. So that is a design feature that I like.
And I think this house is probably like, I love her LA or wherever it is up in the hills. I love that kind of Spanish,
I think, isn't it?
Spanish kind of architecture, the kind of cradle doors and all that. I loved that house as well. And like she had all hand fans, and she loves like, meditating out in the garden and stuff like. So I love that house as well. But I think this one, where did you say it is?
I think it's in Wyoming, near Jackson Hole. Yeah, so Wyoming is a huge like mountain resort. Jackson Hole is a big mountain resort area. It's near the Teton mountain range. It's a very iconic. If you've ever seen a very spiky mountain range with like typical zigzag mountains, that's the Tetons in Wyoming. Jackson Hole Ski Resort is there. I think it's near that, but I don't know. And it is
which would make sense, right?
Yeah,
she
it's
loves
really
horses.
cool, very exclusive.
She loves snowboarding.
It's big cowboy country. I mean, there are ranches, there's cowboy bars. It is cowboy country, so it fits with her interests.
Yeah, for sure. And I think like it's probably her little getaway. I watched the Architectural Digest video. I remember when it came out first, I was like, oh my God,
we'll put a link to that in the show notes, guys. It's worth watching. It's so good.
Yeah, but I remember watching that video, and she said like, we'll get into it when we talk about the spaces, but like there's a huge floral granny couch. That's the only way I can describe it. Like it would fit 20 or 30 people, I'd say, this couch.
Okay, I'm gonna
I hate it. Let's just get into it, because I can see you like wincing already at the idea of this granny couch, which I actually kind of think is cool.
Okay, as always, if you are watching on YouTube, we are about to share some images. If you're not, we will do our absolute best to visually describe what is going on here. And we'll put the link to the Architectural Digest tour in the show notes. But there is what can only be described as a 17-seater couch, I would say, in this in the living room, in the main
floral.
living room. It is Lee Joffa is the designer of this material, and it's hollyhock hand block is the name of the pattern. It's a very floral, elements of teal and very, very pale blush, I would say. Take it from here, Kate, because God, I hate this thing. I just cannot cope with it. I don't hate the fabric, but it's just way too big.
If I saw this in a furniture shop, you'd be like, oh my God, that's such a disgusting sofa. But like looking at this in the context of what is a very cool house, I think. Like the basis of this house, in my opinion, is cool. And then like Heidi Caillier and her actually, because in the Architectural Digest video, she talks about how she kind of micromanaged a little bit, and she did have a lot of input into her house here, and like collecting the stuff and going antique shopping. She does a lot of that herself. So like, I think it's just a bit of fun in like the accessories as opposed to putting it on the walls in this room. And I think like the rest of it is quite restrained. Like you obviously have the big beams, the big oak beams and all that kind of stuff. And like you have the panelled walls that you're all neutral. But then you just have these kind of mad fun pops. Would I pick the sofa? Not in a fit. If I had this house and Heidi Caillier told me about this sofa, I'd probably be like, yeah, okay, let's go for it.
Yeah, and like nothing I'm about to say here brings into question Heidi Caillier's taste or Kendall Jenner's taste, both of which are impeccable and measurably better than mine. But my personal preference on this is that it's just way too big. It's visually overwhelming for me, and I usually love a contrasting pattern. I love a pop of colour. I love mismatched styles. I like a mix of antique and modern. But for me, this just is not coming together in a way that it normally would. Like if you contrast this to, say, Jojo Barr's house that she... from House 9 Design that she put together for Sophia Boo and Jamie Lang's house. That to me was such a masterclass in the contrast, in the pairing, in the meld of different designs. And this to me feels like a mishmash. I think I would love something in this pattern, but the couch, it's like taking it too far and then taking it too... There's too far in a very cool, bold, dramatic way. And this is next level too far for me, which I just don't, it's too much.
When you see her sitting on the back of that sofa, it kind of just shows you the size of it, and a piano behind it, and the piano is just like dwarfed. It looks like this tiny little side console table, so it is enormous. But I don't know, there's something about Heidi Caillier, if you're not familiar with her, look her up on Instagram. Her style is very like pattern on pattern on pattern, and like it's almost meant to feel like it wasn't put together, but everything is actually very intentional, I think, in this. But the one thing that I kind of find interesting about Heidi Caillier is the unexpected bits, right? So I'm not saying the pattern is unexpected here because she loves pattern, but like a pink side, what you call a lamp on the table.
Yeah, I love
like
the pink
stuff
side
like
lamp.
that.
The pink side lamp's beautiful. It goes so well with the green. There's a green kind of a throw over the back of the sofa. There's kind of a green undertone. There's certainly a green hallway leading into that room, and there's maybe green undertones coming through in the paint. So that pink side table lamp, I love it. I absolutely hate the rug. There's like a jute or seasell rug underneath, and again, something I usually like, but no, it does not come together for me at all. It's like it's jarring for me with the rest of the design here. I don't like it. What I love in this room, I'm totally with you on the exposed beams, the paneling, the piano is heaven, the artwork that Kendall herself has collected, she said, through auction. I love it all. I love the table with there's books spread all over the table. And again, that screams to me, welcome in, come on over. Here's my personality on display. I want you to like interact, find something interesting and have a read and a browse and make yourself comfortable. Yeah. And I do love that. I think that looks really great.
I feel like that kind of jarringness or juxtaposition is kind of Heidi Caillier's stamp, though. Yeah, it's kind of something you're not really expecting to come about, and it is unexpected. And I think every room in this house, if we go on to another room, there's something unexpected in that room. Overall, the palette seems safe, and then you're like, oh, what's that doing there? Like, it's, I don't know, for me it creates a kind of level of interest. The kitchen, I love.
Then let's
classic.
Oh God, do you? I just don't.
Yeah. Like, again, well,
let me describe the kitchen to the person, if you're not watching. The kitchen, again, has stunning, I think, elements. Like the architectural elements of this home, I love. Again, exposed beams. There is the most beautiful off-centered stone or brick fireplace in the corner with an open fire, heaven. There is, I guess, Viola marble as a backsplash and a countertop with a little shelf, which I love. And then there is this beautiful, I love it, solid wood gigantic kitchen island, and there are 4 really beautiful, again, kind of jute or sisal or kind of whatever woven fabric stools around that table in again, a very like easy, comfortable seating configuration, which I love. They look really comfortable. I'm super into it. I don't like any of the lighting. I don't think it works there at all. I think it's a horrible contrast. Yeah, I really don't like it.
What don't you like about the light? That's shocking to me now, because I think the lighting in this house is masterful. It's like
really
restrained. No?
It's too restrained. I don't think the style goes with the rest of the elements at all. I think all the pendants and wall lights here are lost for me. The balance is completely off. I don't like it at all.
What are your thoughts on high fireplace? I love the high fireplace in the kitchen. I think,
love it.
Wow,
divine.
How
divine.
Just like inviting is that, sitting around the island with the fire at your kind of countertop height. I think that's so cool.
So
what do you
welcoming
think
and
about
divine.
the purple doors, kind of split doors into the kitchen? That's the
them.
unexpected for me. And then the checkerboard floor is, whoa, that would be divisive now, I would say. That
I
checkerboard
really
floor.
like the checkerboard floor, and we'll come back to it later. So she has this it's kind of almost a burgundy, brownish red tile against a white checkerboard, standard size. Maybe what are we looking at there? Like a
30 centimetre
30
maybe?
centimetre maybe square tile. I love it. Again, together, I don't love it. I don't like the tile with the Viola marble backsplash or whatever marble that is. I really don't like the purple doors. I just don't think the colours work together at all. And again, I love a pop colour. I just don't love this pop of colour. And I don't like the there's a blue range in there. According to Architectural Digest, it's a Lecant range. And I do like the hood over it, but it's blue. It doesn't work for me with the floor. It doesn't work for me with the purple door. It doesn't even work that well for me with the dark wood. I think it's just, again, jarring, or with the marble. And then there's this arrangement of floral plates up on the shelf above the kitchen countertop along the backsplash, and I don't like those plates. They just don't work for me at all. They're too small.
Jen, why don't you tell us how you really feel? Okay, let's pick one thing you like in this room and then let's go to the next room.
Well, I started with the things I like. I mean, I love the fireplace. I love the island. I love the chairs around the island. I think individually I like all the elements alone. They just don't come together well for me.
Yeah. For me, I like most of this room. Would I pick any of it? Probably not in a fit. Like, I like the kitchen itself, the cabinets. I picked that. I picked the stools. I picked the marble. I picked the lights, actually. I generally just hate exposed wood beams. That's just me. I
like them. Yeah.
I feel like they feel a bit staged here, and I know they're all reclaimed wood and stuff, but it just, that doesn't work for me. But this kitchen overall feels like somewhere you could kind of just hang around.
Yeah, it does feel very inviting, and there's beautiful light. So those beams are passing over a roof window, like a big massive skylight, and there is the most stunning natural light coming down from that. But then there isn't windows in the kitchen otherwise, and it's creating this really cozy, everyone come together and hang around with a glass of wine in hand feeling, which I absolutely adore. So it's not coming together for me, but I want to go and hang out there because it looks really fun. So
the checkerboard,
I have a lot of feelings.
The checkerboard is an interesting tile. I would never in my life have, I have a checkerboard tile in my hallway. Very, very muted, restrained version of this. I would never have the guts to go for something like this. But keep this in mind as we go through the house, because there's a few other elements very similar to this, I think. That kind of start to give that cohesiveness that you said isn't there. And I think that pattern kind of repeats itself through the rooms.
The repetition is there, but the cohesiveness in individual rooms is not there for me.
Okay.
Like those purple doors, what are they doing there? They just don't go with anything for me. They just jar. So next, I've kind of picked out, again, if you're watching on YouTube, there's individual elements in all of these rooms that I really love. So Kendall was explaining that a friend found this piano on her, I think it was on, I don't know, the American version of adverts, or it was somewhere for sale. It's like a vintage piano. It's really beautiful. It's this kind of redwood, and there's this covered checkered pattern stool with it that I really love. There's a guitar there. All to say, again, guys come on over, play a bit of music. You can see a session going on there at like 2, 3 a.m. You know, a lot of crack.
Yeah.
There's books stacked on the piano. There's all this artwork that she talks about, you know, really getting into a specific artwork style, which is local. She called it kind of cowboy, you know, country, mountain. I love that. I love the books everywhere. She said she, you know, spent ages trotting local bookshops and finding those. I love the open fireplace. I love the wood paneling.
Fireplace. Can we talk about the fireplace here for a minute? Because I love this fireplace.
Yeah, it's
kind of, I think it's double-sided, is it? Or
it's double-sided. It goes into the dining room. Yeah.
But the fact that it's not centered, I love. I just think that's so cool that the opening is kind of biased to one side, and then this black stained wood paneling and kind of almost cabinetry framing it out. I just think that's so cool. I don't know. It's not something I had seen before, the way it's done here, and I just thought that was really interesting.
I just love a double-sided fireplace in general. I find it like, it's like Narnia or something. Like, what's going on on the other side? It's just, I love it as a feature. I think it's so nice.
Hate that shelf on the right. Sorry. I just hate these kind of naff nanny shelves with loads of random trinkets on it. Not for
There's
me.
a lot of random trinkets. There's a big asparagus, what do you call it? Like a porcelain asparagus trinket in the kitchen. Can't stand it. There's fish. Don't like it. But it's mountain style. So, you know, it's whatever.
Yeah. It is what it is.
What do you think of the dining area?
I love a banquette. I love the size of it
if you're not looking at pictures, the banquette fills 3 sides of a very, very long
it must be 12 foot long, is it?
Dining table, I would say so. Yeah, it's huge.
That dining table is 3 or 4 meter dining table, easy.
Yeah.
I love the lemon pot vase. I have one in white. Love it.
Yeah,
I saw that and I was like, that's like the one I have. The frill on the skirt on the banquette wouldn't be for me. I don't really like frilly skirts on sofas and things like that. I love the dining chairs. Again, very rustic. I'd never really pick rustic finishes in general. So like, it's not something I'd pick, but it suits the house, I think. But I just love the length of a banquette. Wouldn't like to be the person in the middle of that banquette trying to get out to the toilet.
Exactly. I'm crawling under that table to try to go to the loo. And I love a banquette as
you can, because there's a bar in the middle of the table as well.
Oh, yeah. That I'm banging my shins up against.
Imagine at a party trying to get 6 people to move so you can go to the toilet.
Oh God, yeah. It looks cozy, but to me it's too big for that banquette.
It is a bit long, yeah. It needs a split in the middle or 2 tables or something.
Yeah, I don't hate the lighting here. The lighting's okay. And I love what they've done is these really beautiful kind of linen, very textured curtain fabric in a Roman blind. So it's really draped and really gorgeous, and I really love that. And it's wood paneling, covered in wood paneling in a lovely neutral color, and I think that's beautiful too.
Yeah, love.
Okay, I'm going to skip past the entranceway because for some reason there's a massive porthole window, and I hate
porthole windows.
Yeah, they're not for me. But you know, there's nothing to really detest here, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I like the all-encompassing green color. It's nice. It's okay. Okay, I want to talk about bathrooms next before we move on to bedrooms, because the bathrooms are dramatic. So
they are. They kind of remind me of a press-up bathroom or something, to be honest. Do you know the press-up group? Like that kind of a bit overly staged. I don't really feel like anyone could actually use that and live there. It feels like a bathroom in a bar or a restaurant.
So what I love about the bathrooms is there is all dark wood paneling, like completely encompassing the entire room, the walls, the ceiling. Like it is a really dark, really, really rich, you know, stained wood paneling. And I do really like that. I think it's really cozy, really inviting, very warm and welcoming. Then there are these sinks, which are like exposed Victorian sinks. They're from the water monopoly, apparently. I don't know if they're available here. And they're just on exposed, you know, I don't know if that is like chrome or brass or whatever. Legs.
There's a lot of brass in this house, actually. Looking at the video, there's a lot of brass. Almost all the finishes, I would say, on the taps and stuff that I saw anyway in the Architectural Digest video are brass, worn brass, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she seems to be have kept
all the materials here are going to last, I would say. Like this house is going to last. You know, there'll be scuffs and wear and tear, but it'll look great.
It feels very Western in this or something, no?
It feels
like
very
I can
Western.
imagine like a cowboy shaving with an individual razor blade here, but I can't imagine Kendall Jenner's makeup fitting in here.
Well, there's nowhere to put makeup. There's no surface space.
That's my point.
So
like it's like everything, all your toiletries must fit in this one cup. Like where's the storage here?
And then there's another bathroom which has these beautiful Zeliga. I have them myself. I can't pronounce it. Zeliga, whatever tiles, green tiles in a kind of a olivey green color, which I love. They're really
They
beautiful.
almost feel like limey green in some pictures I've
Limey,
seen, so it's hard to tell.
Maybe
But
a
like
bit of a mixture.
funnily enough, don't like these, and it's not that I don't
I
like
do like them.
Zeliga tiles. I just thought they looked like a wall tile on the floor.
So what I don't like is when they're in the shower, because they're all over the floor, they're halfway up the wall. I like that look. Then they take over this huge shower, and there's just too much for me at that stage. It's overwhelming. There are these blue lamps, wall lamps.
We talk
on the
about
wall,
those
and I'm
these
curious
blue
about how you feel about
sconces.
these. Yeah.
What the hell? They
hate
look
them.
like something that would be beside a study desk
Yes.
from the 90s.
Yeah,
That's
that kind
what
of
I
like,
thought when I
what would
saw
you call it?
those.
Like a metal, like
Yeah, like a
study
metal
lamp.
shade
Yeah.
study lamp, but blue, like one of those ones you used to bend the leg on when you were studying when you were a kid in like the 90s. Do you know,
That's the
like
one.
that kind of style. And the cobalt blue, like I don't get that here, to be honest.
And
I
I'm
don't get
here
it.
for the pop of color and the bit of contrast with the blue and the
Yeah.
green. That's fine, but the style of that lamp to me, I'm like, what is happening
Yeah.
here? I don't like it.
No, me neither.
So, okay.
So
Then we're on to the main
what
bathroom.
about-
And
Yes.
listener, if you're not looking at pictures, you remember we talked about the checkerboard floor in the kitchen
Yeah.
being this kind of dark red, brownish red, burgundy kind of tile with white. So they've done the same thing in the main shower area, but the shower is gigantic and the tile is, what are we looking at here?
Gigantic.
10 centimeter by
There
10
must be like
square
a
tile.
2 meter bench inside in that shower. I saw it in the video. It's huge.
It is giving me a headache just looking at that.
It's
It's
dizzying.
way
It's
too much for
dizzying.
me. It's dizzying. Yeah,
It
it's
reminds me
dizzying.
of Eddie Rockets.
Harsh.
The red and white
It's so
tile. I
dizzying.
don't know. I just can't. The contrast is too much.
I
That would give
can't
me
imagine
a
being in that
fit
shower.
having my shower in there.
Yeah, I come out feeling like I've been on a night out. And
Yeah, and she
the
was like,
rest
"Oh,
of
it's just so relaxing." I was like, "How is that shower relaxing?"
no, in what way?
Yeah.
What I love is there's a door into the shower, a crittle door into the shower
Yeah.
with a hinged what do you call it, like transom window on the top of it. That allows for steam to exit. And we spoke about this again back to Sophie Habu and Jamie Lang's house, where they had done something similar, but it looked like the windows, or looked like the frame material was
PVC
modern and kind of
windows.
bulky, whereas this
Yeah.
isn't, and it's perfect, and it looks. I really love the look of that
Gorgeous.
door. Then there's
I'd
a
love to know how she
burgundy.
heats that shower. Is there heating in there?
There's windows.
No,
there's a
honestly
window
though,
right there,
because like that,
yeah.
this is a snowy place. Like it's gonna get cold in the
Yeah.
winter. Like if there's no
Or hot in the
underfloor heating
summer.
the shower, unless you can you do underfloor heating in a shower now? Or they're kind of completely waterproof versions of it? I don't know. But like that shower with that door closed and no heating in there would get effing cold if there wasn't
Yeah.
something heating
Yeah.
it.
There have to be.
Yeah.
It's a whole kind of enclosed shower cabin, which in general as a concept I do really like, and it's really comfortable,
Yeah.
but it's a dizzying pattern for me. I don't like it. And then outside the shower cabin, the walls are painted in this very rich burgundy. Again, according to Architectural Digest, it's
That feels like
Farrow
aubergine to me.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
aubergine.
yeah, it does. Yeah, that is right. I remember that
Brunel.
color. It looks very aubergine to me in these pictures. I don't like it. I generally don't
No,
like
it's too
purple
dark for
grey,
me.
but,
And
like,
what I
yeah.
don't like about it, I think I could like it as a standalone. What I don't like about it is there's this huge kind of custom vanity cabinet, double sink vanity cabinet
Yeah.
up against it, and the brown of that contrast it doesn't go
Yeah.
with the wall
No.
for me at all.
Same. Agree.
But I like the large paneling. There's beautiful mirrors over each of the sinks. We're back into that kind of Viola, very deeply veined, heavily patterned marble. That works for me. I do quite like that. And I don't hate the lights in here, although again, they're just too small for me.
Yeah. No, I don't like it. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Beautiful floor,
I'll-
beautiful. What are we looking at there?
I'll
Limestone
probably
or some
agree
kind
with
of
you here
stone.
now. I don't. There's very little I like about that master bathroom, to be honest. I
Yeah.
actually like that big unit in isolation,
Yeah.
but just like you said, not in this place. I like the shower with a normal tile, but I can't see a world where I'd like to shower in that shower space.
No, it's already making. Okay, I'm moving on picture wise.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the bathrooms. We're going to move on to the bedrooms.
Love.
I'm going to flick forward first to the main master bedroom. I will start by saying what I love about this bedroom. Again, there's beautiful exposed beams on the ceiling. I find that very cozy, lovely in a master bedroom,
Yeah.
especially in the mountains. There's an open fireplace, which heaven on earth can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And that's where my love of this bedroom ends.
What about
actually.
the bedspread? I'm
No.
obsessed with this bedspread,
No,
this
it's
geometric
giving me a
bedspread.
headache.
I've tried to search the pattern or whatever and I can't find it, but I love that bedspread. Now, the ditzy pattern wallpaper, she even says in the video, she was like, I wasn't sure about this. And, you know, because the pattern is so small and the room is so big, and she was like, it's going to be too much.
Yeah.
And I think it's the pattern on the wall in the video looks kind of restrained enough, actually. It's not overwhelming, but there is a lot going on in this bedroom in terms of pattern on pattern on pattern. But I think it's fun. I think it's a bedroom that'd be cozy to sleep in.
It does look cozy, but the ditzy wallpaper and I'm somebody who loves a wallpaper pattern and a repeating pattern, but there's too much wall space for me for this pattern. It's giving me, it's again making me kind of
Busy.
It's like an optical illusion or giving me a bit of dizziness or something like that. The bedspread, I don't mind the bedspread. It's okay. It's just not really, it's not my style for a bed. I think I'd like it as maybe a couch throw or a
or a chair
covering. Yeah, exactly. But I don't love it as a bed. Again, there's a rug in here that is kind of in, what would you call it? Like Oriental style.
Yeah, distressed
Persian,
rug.
It just doesn't work for me in here at all.
The armchair is pretty
competing way too much.
inoffensive. I
Yeah,
like the
okay.
armchair. I like the shape of the armchair. It really reminds me of the Finline willow chair, actually. Like the arms, the sweeping arms in it and stuff like that. And I love that with the caster kind of legs in the front. It's very classic. Like, I don't think you could hate that chair, depending on the fabric color that you like. But like, I think the chair itself is very classic.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I do like that.
The other room, guest room, besides the red iron bed, I don't know. There's nothing I love or hate in it. It's a bit all over the place.
Oh,
It
we're
feels a
opposite
little
here
bit
because I love this room. I think this. There's this bold, like really bright wrought iron red bed.
Yeah.
Which I think is really nice. It's by Charles P. Rogers, according to the article. And I think that's so, do you ever hear of red theory in interior design, where you just put an element of something red in a room and it just changes everything completely and makes it work well? So
but I think red is
working here,
right? The checkerboard floor, the checkerboard shower, the red bed here. And I think if we have it, the red on the bunk beds as well.
Yeah, agreed.
Come up.
There's a polka dot wallpaper in here. By Lisa Fine Textiles. And I really like this because from a bit, from more of a distance, it fades much more. And it's a smaller wall space as well. But it fades and blends much more into a pattern. There isn't as much contrast as there is with the kind of ditzy floral print in the main bedroom. So it's blending. It's not giving me that headache. It's just giving me lovely texture in the background. And I really like that a lot. There's a lovely green stripy bedspread, which for me is contrasting so nicely with the red bed. There's lovely wood floors, and again there's a kind of an inoffensive sisal or jute or whatever rug, which is fine. Then there's this kind of blue tartan covered
Just no. Does that not remind you of a bed box from the 90s?
It's not for me. Yeah, it's not for me.
No, that reminds me of something that people will be giving away in adverts for free. Like, no way.
But I'd love to sleep in this room. It's really, it's glowy, it's really calm, it's beautiful. I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's working for me. Then there's another guest bedroom, a second guest bedroom in the main house, which is 4 bunk beds.
Grown-up bunk beds.
And I love bunk beds. I think they're so fun. And again, it's very much like, everyone come on over, we'll have a sleepover, we'll have a fun night. Like, I'm sure there's been so much crack at, for in that room. And it's really fun for kids as well. She talks about having her nieces and nephews over, her own future kids. And I think that's so cute. And the colour is Farrow and Ball Salon Drab. That's working for me. And then there's this bright red, very cool custom wood ladder with lots of texture on it.
I love the ladder. It's so cool.
Really working for me.
I love the ladder. And she said that the red was her choice. She really wanted red in there.
It's cool.
She pushed for it, but I just think the red here really works. But I love the colour, that kind of muddy, greeny colour of the bunks. And I love the way all the curtains on each of the bunks are different as well. It's like each bunk is a separate fun room for guests, which I really thought was cool.
I love that too. Again, there's a bit too much, even in each individual bunk going on for me. It's just too contrasty. The patterns are too similar in size and it's not blending well for me. It's all a bit jarring. But again, I think that can often be the intention. But it's cool. It's just a wall of bunk beds, like 4 big, windows where you climb into each bed kind of laid out. I don't know how you get out
almost
of
like
one
a pod
bunk bed if
hotel.
the ladder is on the wrong side, but
that's what she said in the video as well. She was like, sorry to the people who stay up up on the top because, you know, and you're trying to go to the toilet in the middle of the night. It's a bit dicey.
It's a bit dicey. I feel like an adult
especially
could
if you're
jump down
drunk
there.
or
Fair
whatever.
enough.
Yeah.
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 But overall, it's really fun. It's, you know, it's really playful. I like this room. It's a win for me.
Yeah.
Then we have out the back of the house a third guest bedroom,
Airstream.
which is in an Airstream.
How do you
Bambi.
feel about this? You must love this.
Oh, I love it.
What?
Again, as with all of this house, there's bits of it that I really like and bits of it that I just don't. Yeah, it's so fun. Again, really fun, really playful. Why not put it out there? Why not have an extra room out there? You know, it's such a good idea to have extra guest space, you know, in your house if you want. I guess this can be moved if needs be. The interior decor, she has completely transformed the interior decor of this Airstream with curved, really rich, dark wood paneling, and I love it. I think it looks spectacular. Like, I really love it.
Are you going to go redesign your camper van to this now?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, I would.
Get a little
100%.
a little tubby in there, you know? Have your freestanding bath in there and everything.
So inside, there's a double bed, gorgeous. There is this really cool kind of cabinetry with wooden drawers and again, kind of a limey green, I guess, porcelain countertop. I love it. I think it works really, really well. It's beautiful. And then there's this gigantic metal tub. And I can't explain how much I hate that tub, but I just hate it. I just don't like tubs in a bedroom. It needs to be somewhere else. No.
I think it's like a big feeding trough or something. But I think it's just fun. I don't think anyone's probably ever actually been in that bath.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just, it doesn't go, I just don't like exposed baths or showers or anything like that in a bedroom. I want it in a different room, put it away. But, you know, it is fun. It's really fun. I mean, how fun would it be to sleep out there? I would love it.
Yeah.
And then there is a cool
we are very divided.
Yeah, there's a very cool little cabin bathroom in there that is all in like a very rich green. Again, kind of like slightly limey, olivey green checker pattern, and it's cool. So
I think that's cool too.
There's a lot going on.
Is that it?
That is it, yeah. There's a lot going on.
We're kind of divided. Like, would I design my house like this? Not in a fit. But I can really appreciate it. I appreciate the kind of unexpected nature of some of the design elements in each room. I think it's not boring. And I think I've actually, even though my house is pretty plain, I would say, I've definitely been influenced by Heidi Caillier over the last few years. Like, I did do my wallpaper pattern attic space when I was kind of in between buying and renovating. And my kind of panelled bathroom was definitely influenced by Heidi Caillier. So I think, like, I don't know, I think we have to say, Heidi, hats off. You've made interior design not boring.
Yes, agreed. Yeah. And Heidi, like, incredibly talented interior designer, like a master of patterns. If you're on YouTube, I have her website and her portfolio up here. It's, you know, HeidiCaillierDesign.com. Browse her portfolio. I mean, the inspiration to be gotten from here is exceptional. And I love anyone that does something different and unexpected and pushes it. I love it. And it's a huge talent and she's an amazing designer, but it isn't for me, which is fine. Not everything's for me.
But there's definitely lessons to be learned. Maybe not completely emulated, but, you know, lessons to be learned.
Yeah. So if you were to recreate this, if a listener loved this house and was lucky enough to maybe have a mountain house and wanted to do something, what elements would you say are the learnings from this house?
And we've said this in the podcast before, like, if you're putting money somewhere, put it as the basis, right? So I think her base here is very solid. It's very neutral, and then everything is layered upon it. That allows you to kind of transform it over time without doing major upgrades. So I think there's a real solid kitchen in here and that it's just plain wood. I think, you know, the floors are generally fairly neutral, as in like wide plank, stuff like that, neutral panelled walls. Paneling is timeless, you know? Yeah. You have paneling in your house as well, the tongue and groove paneling. I think that tongue and groove paneling is just timeless and it fits in that kind of lodge. Yeah.
And it then brings in texture where you might not otherwise have it without bringing in overwhelm, which I do love as a feature,
And it can hide crappy walls as well if you're not doing plaster work and stuff and you just want to do this kind of tongue groove paneling. I think it's a great way of hiding cabinetry and things like that. So I think have a solid neutral base and, you know, spend on those finishes and then over time collect mad stuff if you're that brave.
Yeah.
And as your bravery goes up, you know, you can start putting in mad floral couches if you want.
I think the darkness and the real richness of the wood in this house are a lesson to be learned. And I don't think it's going to work in every house. And, you know, like Jackson Hole, Wyoming, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, there's going to be a lot of light coming through, even in wintertime. You're surrounded by snow. There's going to be a lot of brightness coming through. Difficult to recreate in Ireland. You know, we have really dark wood and dark rooms. They stay dark. So it's you'd have to lean into the darkness. I think red theory, if you've never heard of it, listener, just Google red theory, and she uses it perfectly here. A pop of red in every room, I think, works really, really well. I think there's a huge lesson from her to just have fun. Like we said at the start that she said she kind of micromanaged this, and one thing I think maybe there's two very strong design personalities, either working together in confluence if you love the house, or competing a bit if you don't love it so much. But she clearly put her heart and soul into it. You know, she went, if what she says is to be believed, which why wouldn't it be? She went shopping for a lot of items herself. She leaned into like the local feel of the place, like the mountain retreat kind of cabin style or lodge style, the artwork, the books, you know, I don't know if the woman fishes, but there's fish everywhere. Like, you know, it really reflects the environment and her having fun with her place in it, which I think is cool. So yeah, you know, bring your own knickknacks and items to bear, put them on display, make them interactive and fun and inviting.
I'd compare this to last week and Carrie Bradshaw's apartment, and then on the opposite end almost of the spectrum is Sophie Haboo's house, and maybe even Athena Calderon's house. Like, their personality isn't coming through in those houses. They're beautiful and curated and cohesive, but like this house and I think Carrie Bradshaw's apartment are oozing personality.
They're oozing personality. And even though the place is spotless and perfect, you can tell there have been parties in that house. There have been so many evenings sitting around with wine and up in the morning and getting out into the mountains and like all back for lunch. Like, you can really feel the energy and the welcome. It's so welcoming. It's so welcoming. And maybe that's what that kind of kitschy fabric patterns do very well, is make it very welcoming. Yeah,
that's it.
We'd love to hear from you if you love it or hate it. We're divided. But
we're going to put a poll. Who's right, Kate or Jen?
And we'll be back with a new series next week. We have a really exciting new series lined up that we've been working super hard on, where this one has leaned into looking at other people's houses. We're very much coming back to renovation, how to renovate, tips for you from the pros. We'll say no more, but tune in next week.
From the horse's mouth.
From the horse's mouth. Yeah. All right. Let us know what you thought of the series, and we'll see you next week. Bye. If you found this episode helpful, please hit subscribe, give us a few stars, and best of all, send it to someone else who you think would like it so they can subscribe too. Thank you.